Joining us now to break down what's happening to Mike Flynn is Harvard Law Professor Emeritus Alan Dershowitz. He's the author of the book, The Case Against Impeaching Trump. Professor, thank you very much for coming on. So I read in the Washington Post this morning, I read Mike Flynn described as a double agent in the Washington Post. And then I saw the judge, Sullivan, yesterday describe him as someone who had committed treason. Is that the crime for which he's facing prison?
No, not at all. And I'll get to that in a second. But, Tucker, I just want to make one point. I hope you don't mind me making it.
I hope you will.
Boycotts and attempts. I hate boycotts and attempts to censor free speech. I'm in favor of complete dialogue. But as such, I feel impelled to tell you that I, with due respect, disagree with the way you categorize mass immigration. That's all. I just want to say that.
Well, that's okay. And by the way,
now
I would expect that you would. We differ probably on a lot of issues, but the one issue that we agree on and that I respect you for is your willingness to say what you think in public, to defend your views, to have a conversation, and to let others decide which side is right. And that's something that I wish we were able to do a lot more of. But you're one of the only liberals who will come on this show.
I completely agree.
Amen. So thank you very much for saying that.
Well, I agree, and I come on the show because I also have the right to say what I think, and when I disagree with you, you allow me to say I disagree with you, and I do. I wish you hadn't used that language. Language like that was used to describe my grandparents and great-grandparents, and probably some of yours. So let's move on.
Well, actually, just in point of fact, since you brought it up, as noted on Monday, that was in the context of a conversation with an elected official in Tijuana about the filth of his city, and he was complaining about how dirty it had become, which was a byproduct of the policy decisions pushed by the American left. And I noted there's a lesson there perhaps for us. So I'm not, and I would never describe people as inherently dirty. I don't think that they are. I'm pro-people. It's one of the reasons I'm against abortion, strongly. But anyway, whatever. The point is, I wish we were able.
You cleared that up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it was clear, and I think that the people who are mischaracterizing it are always welcome on the show to talk it through and to hear my side, and I will hear their side, because, again, this is one of the last forums in America for open conversation. Anyway, but tell me this.
That's very fair. Let's turn
well,
to
I mean,
Flynn.
that's how I feel.
Look.
I'm not afraid to defend what I think, obviously.
No, look, I agree. Neither am I. On the Flynn issue,